Afternoon, we'll call the Civil Service Commission special meeting to order. First item on the agenda is to approve the minutes from our September 20th, 2023 meeting. Is there a motion? I'll second. All in favor? Aye. The minutes been approved. Our first item of business is a job description update for the Binghamton Housing Authority Modernization and Maintenance Administrator, presented by Jean Westcott. Turn it over to Jean.
Hi, and thank you for inviting me for this special meeting and also doing it by Zoom. I appreciate that. Leslie Cornwall is with me here, just in case that I don't know if everybody knows her. She's my assistant director here. So I am looking to make some changes within my maintenance department. I thought it'd be good to bring in someone from the outside than to promote someone from a position, just for a fresh perspective and a point of views on some things that I'm looking for. So I worked with Jamie. I didn't know if there was a chance of me, if I needed to write a new job description or could use this current job description, was a position hasn't been filled in, I don't even know how long, since we've had this position, someone in this position. So I just updated a couple things on it in regards to someone that I had talked to and could possibly use in the position. One of the things, and Jamie, everybody has this, it's in red with the changes. Is that okay? I'm sorry, I just want to make sure we're looking at the same things. But the knowledge of the HUD reporting procedures, I said, or ability to learn and implement, because that's something I think unique to working at a housing authority, is working with the HUD provisions. So I wanted to make sure that they, someone was able to learn it, and if they, and this person actually is familiar with working with housing authorities, hasn't worked for a housing authority. So I wanted to make sure that that was in there. And then as far as with minimum qualifications, the person that I'm looking at has basically done everything related to the typical work activities, the job skills and abilities and all, comes from a background of being an operator and owner of a business, ServPro, worked with many types of agencies, like I said, that has done work with housing authorities and all like that. So I added that in there because he hasn't directly worked with a housing authority position or construction, but has worked with the type of services and needs that I'm looking for. So, I just updated a little bit. Everything else in the job description looked appropriate for what I'm looking for and for the type of services that I need. So I'm just asking for a couple upgrades if that's okay. And I see it hasn't been actually upgraded since 2009. So I think just a couple changes, and otherwise I'm very pleased with what the job description is. So.
Okay. Kind of see that on the minimum qualifications, graduation from high school.
Yep.
Or possession of a high school equivalency diploma.
Yep.
And 4 years of experience in housing authority maintenance operation, construction management, cleanup and restoration of residential and commercial properties, or related field. So so it's 4 years of experience in housing authority management, construction management, so it's in any one of those fields. Will be there or anything, or just?
I think that's fine. If they're in that more close to me.
Okay. Now, in regards to is there a certain number of years that you think are necessary as a minimum for someone who's working in those other fields? I mean, what would you consider a reasonable amount of experience for someone who had, who hasn't worked in a housing authority, but just out of curiosity? I mean,
I think 4 years.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
It was like, it's not somebody can have like 6 months or something.
No. I would like to still have the standard be the 4 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Especially since it's going to be someone with oversight of other maintenance positions. So I think they should have more than, let's say, 6 months. I think 4 years is appropriate.
Yeah, the key here is relevant experience.
Yeah.
You get them with one of those areas. So
yeah.
All right. Any other questions or anything?
No. Straightforward.
Is there a motion?
Make a motion.
I'll second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, job description, provision is approved.
Excellent. Thank you, everybody, very much. I'm out, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you. All right, and then our next item on the agenda is a request for a third provisional appointment for administrative assistant in engineering. So, Ron, you want to talk about that?
I do, thank you for seeing, with the listening. And. I'll pass this back up. When I first went there. There was another gal in that position. It was probably 2 or more years behind in the work. And Shannon was just the other person there in the office.
So,
After I talked to Kelly, I got her to decide it was time for her to leave. I let Shannon move into that position. And Shannon cleaned up the past projects that Kelly hadn't done in a couple of years. We're all good with DOT now, DOT projects, there to get reimbursed for. There's just a lot of paperwork, there's a lot of forms, there's other programs that you have to know to be able to do it. And not only did she do that, she was able to do her original work, so I cut her position. And she's the only one that's there.
do they both have the same job title?
No,
Okay, so the position, the position Kelly had,
is this one, Shannon has,
Shannon has, and what's the title of that position? Administrative assistant?
yes,
All right, so, and there was only one, were there 2 administrative assistants?
now the other one was a.
Senior. You know.
Okay, so you had Kelly in the position that wasn't. The job performance wasn't as up to what you had hoped it to be.
Well, anybody, when I got there, people had said they should have gotten rid of her years ago.
Okay, so she left and then Shannon replaced her.
Shannon replaced her.
And was Shannon in another position at City Hall or is she coming from the outside?
He was in my other position there in engineering.
Okay,
She was like a office typist.
okay, so Shannon moved into this.
She moved into this.
All right,
She not only did that, but she kept her work, so we didn't need that other position. She's capable of doing all of this.
okay,
And it's. I don't know why she doesn't pass her test, but in the office. She is extremely valuable. She does very well. We're up to date on all
also,
the things, and if you go through this list. You'll see that there's a lot of other agencies that she has to deal with. She has to deal with EFC, she has to do MWBE work. She has to have a separate program for DOT, plus the normal reimbursements and stuff. She does all of our pay applications that come in contractors.
so the situation is she's taken the test.
Yeah,
How many times?
twice.
I feel her pain.
This last time,
For that test.
I understand that. She was also a healthcare worker, I understand that. Her private patient died that day or the night before. And she still came in and tried to take the test.
So, what did she do? Where did she come in on the test, you know?
I have no idea.
She didn't come in the top 3.
Right.
Okay, so,
So you want her to have the job without passing the test?
Well, or. Have her see if she can take the test again.
is there a list, is there an active list with 3 or more on it?
There's no.
Okay, so there's not an active list. Okay, so until you have a list, really the person can stay in the job, is that my understanding?
No, they're allowed to.
Oh, 2 tests.
Allowed 2 provisionals for the rules, so that's why he was.
Oh, I
Get a third one, keep it in. This will set a bad precedent, I think,
Right,
you know?
well, I think she'd have to,
I was there too, I couldn't pass, I'm not a test taker and. Oh,
This will be a devastating.
I know what you're saying. Well, is taking the test a third time, is that a possibility or is that not allowed? That's that,
If you guys allow a third provisional, otherwise she'd have to be removed from the spot and then he
Right.
gets, another time it's she can come in that way if she passes, but I don't know the next.
Is she a young girl? Not that it
Yeah,
matters.
she's, I think in her late thirties.
Yeah.
you're right, you gotta be careful of setting a precedent,
I
obviously.
know. And I know her pain.
Yeah, my pain too.
No, I know.
So when would another test be given?
I'd have to order one, but it'd probably be next year again, because I think it was May and I think last year was May. So
It's over ahead for you. It's not fun.
I think it's also important to know that she did have a couple, because she also had, was it her sister-in-law died? Also, right around the same time, so she probably could have asked for.
Yeah.
Until I did that, I couldn't pass the test. I mean, it's not that I didn't try, it just. That's the, and it has nothing to do with me, it just, like it says, Shannon could work and, not pass the test. I mean, I don't know, do I hold it over and hear what Kathy has to say next month, or a couple weeks, or?
Yeah, we can hold it over for 2 weeks, and when you make a very valid point, I'm always one about precedence, so I'm very concerned about it. The only thing that makes me feel a little more comfortable is there's nobody, it's not a valid list, and I mean, if there are other people on it, then obviously we couldn't do anything.
Right.
And so, I mean, the fact that there's no other names on the list gives us maybe a little bit of flexibility, maybe, but.
I'm not really sure that job description fits her, that title.
The thing is that,
There's a lot
you know,
of
if you failed it
other-
again, then obviously there's nothing we could do. I mean, that would be the end of it. But we can, we can hold, since it's kind of a precedent setting thing, it wouldn't hurt to hold it for 2 weeks and see what Kathy has to say and go from
And,
there.
and the question is, there's no candidates. So if she leaves, what do I do?
Right,
I can't function without somebody there.
right.
So it's just you and her in the office?
She's the only one that does all this work.
Oh.
And I think I also said Rhonda was bad time because she's done all the front end work, so you're closing out a lot of stuff
Right,
right now, but she did all the work on it. So. Similar to other positions, we're not gonna fill it anytime soon. For sure, no expectation to. And they're gonna be left high and dry without the person who needs to close all these out. It's gonna be.
Well, we can wait. The only other thing I can think of is that,
So wait, you can try again next year,
well, that, or you advertise the position
again,
now and she stays until somebody else comes.
or she could take the test next year.
Take the test by there's two things. If we decide that. We we don't want to go that route. Then you can advertise it and just, if somebody comes that's qualified, and then she would have to leave to take the test.
She can't stay on it, right? If we advertise it, she
Um,
can't stay on it, right?
well, for the rules, they're supposed to be removed within 60 days.
Yeah.
But let's be honest,
Oh, okay.
but I mean, unless you guys are willing to do that too, that would be.
I wanna give her a chance, I mean,
Well, all right, let's wait for 2 weeks. and bring
yeah, I
Kathy-
would like to think about it.
Yeah, let's
and
wait for
see
2
what
weeks
Kathy-
and-
Like, I hate to,
Bring Kathy into the conversation and, I mean, it's a tough position, but, because, I can see it, because if we make, there's valid reasons to do this, but again, you're opening yourself up to,
Shannon didn't take,
Yeah.
I mean, then,
the only thing here is there's, there's no established list, because if there was a list, then obviously it'd be a moot point. If there are other people on the list, but, all right, let's think about it, kick it, we'll talk about it again in 2 weeks and see
I
where
would
we
say,
go.
yeah, keep her on, and, we'll wait for Kathy.
Oh, yeah, well,
I would say keep her on.
yeah,
and
don't
take a
start
test
the
again.
clock ticking yet,
Yeah,
till we meet.
Right.
Like, don't start the 60-day clock until we made a decision.
Well, it's from when the list was established,
so it's almost up.
I think it was the
Mm.
end of November. Yeah, so we wanted to bring it here to ask you guys first, because whether if. Once the list is on at 60 days, then that's when she's supposed to be removed unless you guys have either approved this third original or. you know, you said, like,
When is the 68? How much time do we have left right now? We have 2 weeks?
No, others longer than that, yeah.
Okay, well, I was gonna say, but if we did, I would say we can make the extension for 2 weeks. so we can talk about it.
right.
You know, I mean, if we're trying to honor law, you know, you can have a little bit of flexibility, so, let's say today was day 59, I would say. You know, we're gonna extend it for
Right,
2 weeks to
right.
talk about it, so. All right,
Anything you could do would be appreciated.
well, I understand where you're coming from, so,
I will be in the streets.
I understand, no, I understand, believe me. These are tough dilemmas, especially when you have someone, you know, that's very well qualified and they're doing a great job. And
In the position.
and it might be a tough position to fill, I mean, there's a lot of arguments for it, but.
Yes. We've never had anybody knocking down the door to come work for the city.
Probably less likely. All right, we'll, we need to make a motion to hold this, or can we just, do I arbitrarily hold it?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll hold it till for 2 weeks, and then we'll revisit it.
What's their meeting, the 18th?
The
So
18th.
Yeah,
we'll
that's
discuss
fine.
it the 18th.
Yeah, so you put it back on the agenda for the 18th.
Okay, I feel more comfortable.
Yeah. We'll just get some more input.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
All right, any other new business?
What business?
Okay, motion to adjourn,
Second, I'll make a motion.
second, all in favor? Aye,
I.
we're adjourned.